Greetings, brothers and sisters. Please lend me your ears. Listen to the voice of reason. We are not living in ancient biblical times when the truth was abandoned or avoided for the sake of religious correctness, when prophets were called soothsayers and people were warned not to listen to them because it was assumed that God Almighty could not possibly speak through an astrologer. No, we know better now. We know that the truth could be revealed by anyone at any time, and we're not children. We have grown to know that all knowledge is useful, and wisdom does not come only from established institutions. We know that our nation needs the word of God, no matter who speaks it or when. And we know that God's people know his voice, no matter from whose mouth it comes. At the same time, we know that the devil is working hard to mislead those who are not honest with themselves, those who are strangers to the truth. But in spite of all this, we need to be open-minded and embrace the teachings of those elders who knew the truth, who meant humanity well. Let's not be fearful of the unknown, but face the truth. Wake up and live for the sake of future generations of our people. If others could enslave us for over 400 years just using religion, then obviously religions, even though very helpful, religions as we know them are not altogether innocent and incorruptible. Perhaps it's time to put on our thinking caps. And even while remaining religious, we should be able to call a spade whenever we see one. Have no fear. You know, we've just been through 400 years of people burning important books for fear that slaves would wake up and see God's glory in themselves. How sad. Right now, anyone can get a reading done. Anyone can seek to know themselves by whatever tools they can find. We're not slaves anymore, but free leaders, free thinkers. And if we're not slaves anymore, but we continue to live in fear of the truth, then all is lost. And the enemy of decency and the enemy of self-respect would prevail. But not under God's watch. For I am one of his messengers. I am King Majesty. Call me. Yeah, you know, I have a dream. My dream is that the nightmare of ignorance would leave us alone. My dream is that when we meet each other, we would know exactly who each other are. We would know who our wives are, who our children are, who our friends are, who our foes are, who our teachers are, who our neighbors are, just by knowing their birthdays, just by knowing what year they were born, we know them. My dream is that we would know what they're capable of. We would know why and how far we can trust them. or why and how far we should not trust them. My dream is that when we meet someone from another culture, we will still know who they are, even if they don't speak our language, just by knowing their astrology, their birth date, what year they were born, all that. That is a great dream. And whenever that reality happens, we will have far less divorces. And trust me, it would be a truly lovely day. Trust me. Sometimes you get married and still don't know each other. We have children and we don't know who they are. It is sad. No, other nations pick up a good hand. A lot of them have monies left to them by their parents and foreparents. Most of us in the West, as African people, don't have that. So we're at a serious disadvantage. Then we meet each other and each other seem cute, but we don't know the truth. Still we make a youth, and next thing you know we get treated like a brute. You know what I mean? It's sad. But if we had known each other, see, we need to stop ignoring the truth. And the truth is found in astrology. It is found in numerology. Brothers and sisters, join me as we enter the lion. For here in the 21st century, our collective survival is most important. It is for this reason we are spearheading a campaign featuring Man, Know Thyself. This is the publication of African astrology through the Wisdom Unveiled series of books. Indeed, wisdom has taught us that if humanity, especially the African race, is to return to our original glory, we must take a quantum leap forward by entering on a massive scale the realm of self-awareness. To do so, we'll need a most important tool. We would certainly need to have a chart that explains who we are as individuals. The beautiful thing about this chart is that it is not one that excludes other races. No, it speaks the truth to all races and nations, the brotherhood of mankind. The 12 books of wisdom unveiled are a massive eye-opener to guide humanity into absolute consciousness. For finally, we enter the realm of the conquering lion. With this knowledge, we will be positioned to overcome our social difficulties, as we will know exactly who is who among us. We will know exactly with whom we are mating, and exactly when it will be best to mate children who would blend harmoniously with us as parents. In the business world, we would be winners too, as we would know exactly who to team up with and with whom we should not. For if 3 men who were called wise men because of their knowledge of the stars enriched and guided the Savior and his parents into safety, allowing the Savior to spiritually save the world, then we may as well share astrological wisdom and save each other from the pitfalls of ignorance in this world. It is important to note that the Wisdom Unveiled series takes 12 books to actually enter the lion. These 12 books are book 1, the book of Abasi. Now you can get the book of Abasi. It's available right now. It's doing very well out there. Book 2, the book of Bandele, that's also available. Doing very well out there too. Book 3, the book of Chike, that's the next one soon to come. Book 4, the book of Daudi. Book 5, the book of Ihioze. Book 6, the book of Fadil. Book 7, the book of Gamba. Book 8, the book of Akizimana. Book 9, the book of Ibrahim. Book 10, the book of Jabarai. Book 11, the book of Kamau. Book 12, the book of Lisimba, featuring the ways and wisdom of their respective peoples. Wisdom Unveiled has been approved by great educators, thinkers, mystics, herbalists, and healers. Wisdom Unveiled also got many thumbs up from a group of distinguished lawyers in an air-conditioned office on a sunny day in Kingston, Jamaica. Wisdom Unveiled also got great approval from 10 fishermen in a huge fishing boat off the coast of Cuba on a rainy day. The book Wisdom Unveiled and the concept of Enter the Lion was praised by a large group of intelligent fifth form students who absolutely loved it. Wisdom Unveiled was inspected by a very stern inspector of police who declared that the book, Wisdom Unveiled, is absolutely wanted. Of course, a pun was intended there, he said. A few pages of the Gospel of Wisdom Unveiled, Enter the Lion, was read by a prominent church leader who would never be caught reading astrology, but surprised me by saying that as an Abasi person himself, he wants his own copy of Wisdom Unveiled for himself and a copy of the Book of Bandele for his Bandele wife, because he thinks that at this time in world history and in the context of the African struggle for self-empowerment, the 12 books of Wisdom Unveiled is long overdue. Amen. Hallelujah. It is important to note that the Wisdom Unveiled series of books is not here to replace any holy book. No book can replace the Holy Bible, but Wisdom Unveiled is the most practical guide to peaceful living, prosperity, and man-to-God contact. There's no book available that can better help you understand yourself, your fellow man, and your difficult relationships. It is indeed true that we, the Alkebulan people, lost this amazing information in the year 1165 BC, when the Earth's highest seat of learning, the first known university on planet Earth, the only school that ever taught absolute wisdom as a science, the University of Timbuktu, often referred to as the University of Sankore, as it included several mosques, including the Sankore Mosque in present-day Mali, Africa, was burnt to the ground by the Hyksos, a band of terrorists from Asia. In their vicious attacks, many of our elders were killed, and thousands of rare artifacts, including papyri scrolls detailing numerology, astrological data, and other advanced wisdoms, were stolen or destroyed. African war defense elements such as boomerang technology were also destroyed. Ancient techniques of psychic surgery were hidden by the elders and probably never recovered. But the truth, though seemingly lost or undocumented, can never be completely erased by a people's collective consciousness. It cannot be forever removed from a people's history. Like an ancient riverbed, the source of a spring will one day burst out again, because the truth transcends all boundaries, even the boundaries of ignorance. The truth is the embodiment of time, of space, of circumstance. The truth is God Himself. Today, the 12 books of wisdom unveiled into the line is a permanent reminder of who we are. It encodes us with the teachings of the great Queen Nzinga I and her husband, His Divine Grace King Prempeh, executive crown prince of the Dogon peoples of Mali. In this book, you will learn about their 12 pairs of twins and their respective powers. This book reminds us of our glorious past, our war-making and peacemaking powers, our ancient weaponry technology, and most importantly, Sankofa, the return of our tribal heritage. The 12 books of wisdom unveiled inform us of alkebulan holistic mating techniques, including sperm retention, our powerful knowledge of numerology, and astrological tribal herbology. Brothers and sisters, let's enter the lion. The 12 books of wisdom unveiled are likened to a 12-piece jigsaw puzzle. Blessed is the one who eventually owns all 12 parts. This, my friends, is wisdom unveiling. And there'll be no sunshine for us until we know the fullness of who we are. Bill Withers says there's no sunshine when she's gone. Who is she? She is the spirit of truth. She is wisdom. Let her come. Let her find us handsome. Because there's no sunshine when she's gone. And she's been gone for very long. And that's sad. For those of you who would like to find her, get a reading done. Get a slice of wisdom, a slice of truth about yourself. Our telephone lines tonight are 876 926 2178. 876 926 8631. 876 926 7615. And of course, if you're overseas, you can call us on our toll-free line, as in 1-888 991 2080. For those of you who want to get readings done by me privately, off the air, of course, you can call 876 844 2295. That is 876 844 2295. Let's go to line 1. Greetings and good night. Greetings.
Greetings.
Yeah, good night. Did you turn off your radio? Good night.
Yes, I do.
Okay, how can we help?
Yes, I would. First of all, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm
good.
almost as fine as you are.
Thank you. I will see.
In some parts of Africa, if a person asks, "How are you?" they will say, "I'm fine, but only if you are."
Okay.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
we need to adopt the ways of our people, right?
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Now, in Jamaica, most people tend to say morning.
Okay.
When they really should have been saying good morning.
Right.
Now, in Barbados, where I grew up, if you tell a person morning, they may think that you don't mean them any good.
Yeah.
Because the greeting should have been good morning, you know?
Okay.
And now some people at night tell people morning, which I find that very bizarre, right?
Yeah.
So, how can I help?
I would like a card reading, second time.
No problem. You had a reading before?
Yes, that's
How,
what I said second time.
how
Yeah.
long? How long ago was that?
About 2 to 3 years back, maybe.
Okay, well, that's good. You are long overdue, right?
Okay.
Just like Gregory Isaacs would say, his love is overdue. Well, here goes. Call any number in a range of 1 to 10.
10.
Pardon?
10.
10. Okay, hold on. Come again.
7.
Come again.
9.
Come again.
4.
Come again.
2.
Come again.
5.
Come again.
1.
That's it. There you go. Have you been getting any pain in your feet?
Yes, sometimes.
What part of your feet?
My the foot sometimes feels numb,
Your foot feel numb.
and yes, and sometimes the ankle swelling. Sometimes.
So basically, you have a foot problem, right?
Okay.
Most likely, two things happening to you. Number one, your blood not circulating,
True. Jeez.
right? And number two, it is possible you have a pinched nerve too.
Yes.
You may have a pinched nerve in your lower back that help cause
Yes, you're right.
a problem.
You're right.
They call
Yes,
it sciatica,
yes.
right?
Jesus.
Now, listen carefully.
Yes.
You remember years ago you used to like to drink ice water?
Yes.
That caused your veins to come in close. Your veins are like tunnels that the blood rush through. So when
Yes.
the ice water pull it in close where the blood can't rush through them anymore much. Not so easy.
True.
So then you wouldn't have the blood flow.
Yes.
Now, it's going to be hard to open up those veins. One thing you can do, and it takes a process of time, is to drink 2 cups of very warm water every morning when you wake up. It would also be helpful if you can put ginger in that water. So you can boil some ginger, or you can add ginger juice, right?
Yes.
You can even add a pinch of cayenne pepper powder.
Yes. Yes.
That will tend to create a situation where you would be breaking down all the blood clots that would be there, that blocking the passage of the blood.
Yes.
It's a process, but you got to do it without let up, without stopping, every morning. Okay?
Yes.
You have anyone in the house with you?
Yes.
Who you have there?
A lady.
Okay, well, you can get someone to massage your feet. You could even do it yourself.
Yes.
If you don't have no one. You can massage your feet with olive oil.
Yeah.
Any grade of olive oil would work. And then after you finish massage your feet, you're going to use some salt. You could use any kitchen salt, or you can use sea salt, and rub. Use your both hands and rub a lot. So after you use the oil and make it nice and wet and slidey, you use this salt to massage your feet.
Yeah.
The roughage of the salt will create a scenario where it will help the blood to flow better. You can improve the blood flow up to 20% or more just by using the olive oil and then the salt, right?
Yes.
When it comes to your back, your lower back, there's a herb created for that area. Okay?
Yes.
Now, there's a woman out there called Mother Nature. You ever heard of her?
Yes.
She is the great goddess. Nobody don't talk about her because there's no religion that big her up for some ridiculous reason. Religion only big up the male of things and turn its back to the feminine principle. As a matter of fact, religion right around the world tend to hold this view that there's a danger of highlighting that there's a feminine principle. But this feminine principle, her name is Mother Nature. She's as real as God is. Okay?
Yeah.
And she gave us a herb called white willow bark, the bark of the white willow tree, white willow. Now, you may argue that it is God that make Mother Nature, right? God make everything, right?
Yeah.
If a man marry you tomorrow, the man will be making you his wife, right?
Yes.
So he will be creating a wife by marrying you, right?
Yeah.
Good. So it's the same principle as God making Mother Nature, who would be the goddess. You understand?
Yes.
Now, I'm speaking all this because you're a woman, right? Last time I heard it sound to me like you're a woman, right?
Yes, I am.
And I think that women has been suppressed from acknowledging their higher feminine prototype. And that's very sad. It's been going on for thousands of years because men have done everything to be on top of things when they're on top of things already.
I'm not sure if I'm understanding you. Can you break it down much simpler for me, please, so I can understand based on what you said?
The men are the ones who did the writing, who wrote the books and everything, right?
Oh, okay.
So they are on top of things.
Yes.
So why the female can't get a seat in the car? Why the car have to be full of males? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is the
like God have a son, but you don't hear that God have a daughter.
Yes.
Which is ridiculous. Right? And how them know him only got one son? I mean, the drunken man that lived next door, you got about 5 sons. Almighty God who made the universe only got one? I mean, really? He don't have no daughter? He have a problem with girls?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? No. We need to stop being slaves.
Yes.
To the teachings that came before us and open our intellect.
Yes.
And get logical here and say, listen, man, God cannot be a dysfunctional father. He got to be a totally functional father, and a functional father having children, right? Males and females. Not true?
Yeah.
Your first card right here is called Satiety. Now, this card is a card that shows, it kind of warns you not to eat until you're really full. Okay?
It's not to eat until
Don't
I'm
eat
really
until
full.
you're full. Don't do that.
Okay.
It can give you a big belly, right?
Yes.
And that can spark other things.
Okay.
And if you eat at night, don't eat heavy foods. Eat some fruit.
That's the problem.
Eat
Yes.
some fruits. So then you're going to eat and go lay down. It's bad for your heart. Right?
Yes.
And you're going to have a lot of circulatory problems and problems in your intestines, because all sicknesses begin in your colon, which is your intestine, your large intestine.
God, the man are good. Yeah, true.
You have another card here now, and it says here, uncertainty. You need to stop worrying. Most of the things you worry about don't make that whole heap of sense, you know. Listen, worrying means that you don't trust God, you know. Even though you will swear that you trust God, but you don't. Even though you don't know that you don't, but you don't, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to trust the powers that be. Trust the powers that sent you to earth. You are an angel who was sent to have a human experience. And you're here to be tested, right?
Yes.
It is not good for you to live a whole lifetime and never fast. That can't be right. If you got some workers working in your factory and you don't give them no off day, no day off, you know at some point they may just get vexed and leave, right?
Yeah.
Mash up your business, you know.
Yes.
And if you give them a day off, then the cleaners can come and clean up the place and make the place
Yeah.
even more presentable for them when they come back. You get better
Yeah.
work done, not true?
True.
So we need to fast, because fasting is one of the greatest medicines in the world. Fast for a day or two.
Oh, so you say I must fast more. I need to
No,
fast
I'm not
more.
saying that you must do anything, because must is slavery. You're not a slave. You don't must do nothing. You don't must listen to me. I'm saying
Oh,
it would suit you.
yes.
It would suit you to fast, because the kind of pain that you find yourself in, if you fast sometime, you would not be in such pain,
Jesus God. Okay.
because then you would get to eliminate properly, right?
Yeah.
You understand? For instance, how often you go to the toilet?
Um, Sometimes, like two, I mean, some based on what I eat. Sometime daily, sometime a regular time within 4 days. So 3 days pass and 4 days, me go to toilet.
So you would eat every day, but then 3 days passed and you never went to the toilet, right?
Yeah.
So all that waste matter will build up inside you and create inflammation to poison your blood.
Oh,
This is what's killing people,
yes.
Waste matter is killing people. That's why people getting cancers and all that, because they build up too much waste inside the system. You're supposed to let off that. Every morning you're supposed to wake up and take a walk. When you
Yes.
come back from walking, you're going to the toilet, guarantee. When in the mornings when you wake up, you should eat fruits. Don't break your fast with some weird thing in a box, like some weird thing from a supermarket. Eat some mangoes, eat some fruits, things that clear you out,
True.
right? Then when you perch on your toilet bowl, you and your toilet bowl become very good friends, right?
You're so right, Majesty. Just sometimes financially and sometimes, you don't have the situation sometimes. But all that you said is true so far, what I've heard.
Even if you don't have much money, I'm sure you can grab some mangoes, right?
So depends where sometimes.
Well, you can get some fruit, man, if you're really
Yeah,
try, right?
I tried.
You can have
more.
a pawpaw sitting on top of your fridge just for that, right?
Yes,
You can always get some fruits.
yeah.
There's a daughter here. You have any daughters?
No,
Did you lose any babies?
not that I know of.
Well, then there's a young lady who will come into your life and who will be like the daughter that you never had.
Mm,
It's going to happen. Okay?
okay.
There's another card here, and there's a son. You have any sons?
No children.
There's a young man who will also be like the son you never had. Do you have any godchildren?
Yeah, not really, but me one, I met this young girl and she had a daughter, and I said I would like to be the godmother, but it never works out.
How it mean it never work out? She never allow you to be the godmother?
Yeah, she said she would, but she just said that, but it just, I did leave from Mandeville, so, and I recently met her, and she said she has the baby, but nothing else.
How much godmothers can a child have?
2, I heard.
Who tell you that?
That's what I heard. I don't know.
You want to tell me if I have my child, right?
Yeah.
And 300 people want to be the godmother, I can't have my child can have 300 godmothers?
Mm.
I think a child should be able to have any amount of godmothers
Okay.
or any amount of godfathers.
Yeah.
You can only have one biological mother, one biological father. But when it comes to God, why would somebody limit God by saying only 2? Why they put a limit upon God? That is illogical, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying these things is that you would one day want to come back to planet Earth, right?
Yeah.
Earth is a sweet place, not true?
Yeah.
And many times you may say, if I had my life to live all over again, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
So obviously you like to come forward. When you leave this planet, you like to come back another time, right? You don't make no biological children. But if you have a godchild, you may actually be able to book passage in that child's bloodline.
Okay.
I mean, what I'm talking now is not Christian teaching,
Yeah.
right? But this is ancient teachings of sages that were not only logical, they were honest with themselves and with the spirit of truth.
Okay.
These sages thought that your great 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 grandmother was you, and her great 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 grandmother was you, and her great 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 grandmother was you. And if you make babies, then your first great 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 granddaughter would be you. And if you don't have a child, then you can book passage in the bloodline of a godchild.
Yeah.
That is how the phenomena of God parenting come about.
Okay.
Now, when I speak to you, I'm not just speaking to one person, I'm speaking to many people
Yeah.
who may feel a way because they don't have a child and not really understand why them feel that way.
Yeah.
Okay, when you don't have a child, you feel a way, not you?
Yeah. Yeah. And people look at you different.
Don't
and
worry
even
about
what
people.
they do.
Don't worry about people. You look at yourself bad too,
Yeah.
right?
You feel that way, yes.
Right? But it is about booking passage to come back to planet Earth.
Okay.
You don't need a holy book to tell you these things.
Yeah.
These things coming from far,
Okay.
from the realm of common sense. There's another card here, and it says endeavor. Have you ever traveled?
Yes, I did travel. Last travel 2016.
You're going to travel.
Really?
In the not so distant future, you're going to get an invitation and go overseas. Okay?
Yeah, that is America. Or you can tell?
Probably America.
Okay.
But someone in Canada, a place like Toronto, may send you an invitation too. So when it rains, it may actually pour. You know what I mean?
It's a reason I'm asking. Is it a male or a female?
I couldn't answer that.
Oh, you can't.
You know someone in Toronto?
Pardon me?
You know someone in Canada?
Yes, you have a point.
We're in Canada.
One person.
We're in Canada.
Ontario, Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto.
That's why I asked.
Yeah,
So
Toronto.
A cousin, a lady.
Yeah, Toronto.
That's why I asked you.
All right. There's a card here called gain. It means that you're not a loser. No matter how distraught you feel, you're not a loser.
Mm-hmm.
No. But you need to take better care of yourself.
Myself, true.
You can detox. When you say detox, you can clean out your intestines. You can go to any pharmacy and buy a herb called senna. Tell them you want the pod. You can get the senna pod or senna leaves.
Yes, I have it.
Right. But use it if you have it. Use it.
And it helps me.
Yes. You need to clean out.
Okay.
You need to buy some olive oil, like virgin olive oil, and take about 3 spoons of that every day.
Should it be warm or I can just take as normal?
Just like that.
Okay, after meal?
Well, when you first wake up in the morning, you drink some olive oil and then drink your warm water.
Warm water.
Whatever.
Okay. So sometimes I do that. Yeah.
It is amazing what that can do for you.
Yes.
Also, it will be a good thing for you to put a drop of olive oil or castor oil or both in your navel and massage an inch around your navel at night before you go to bed, because you may be developing a dryness in your eyes, right?
Yes, you're right.
It will help to alleviate that problem and help your eyes in a way that I can't even explain.
Thank you.
Don't thank me, thank Almighty God. I am only the messenger.
Yes, thank God and thank you.
Bless you. And your final card here now is called Valor. Have you been thinking at some point that you have an enemy?
Yes, I do have enemies.
How you know that?
I beg God to forgive them. The things that they do.
The things they do to you?
Things that they do, and it's not like I'm guessing, and it's especially a person who you would say trust to an extent, or you take as a father or a friend, and I'm not guessing and spelling things that they literally do.
All right, listen carefully. You had a problem for some time forgiving this person?
Well, maybe, but after I realized, I said you have to just let go certain things.
No, you don't let go just because you have to just let go. You need to understand why you're letting go.
Because you mentioned of the word forgiveness.
Yes, but listen,
Yeah.
Even though innocent victims exist, there's no such thing as an absolutely innocent victim, you know.
Yeah.
So whatever bad that another individual has done to you is exactly what you did to that person in a past lifetime.
I don't know that
No,
one.
you can't
See?
know, you can't know. But that is the premise on where you should forgive. Okay?
Okay.
In other words,
Mm-hmm.
in other words, whatever bad things that's done to us is what we had done before. And sometimes it is the person who we do it to that do it back to us too.
You believe that Majesty,
It's a
like, because me
law.
more grew up a certain way, I mean, not unless, so could it come from the parents? Could it come
no,
from
no.
just you
You
personally?
personally, yes.
Really?
Yes.
So, all right, just an example. So, for instance, a man looking you, and you take that man as a father, you home to that person, but you don't do anything that's evil or dirty. I say, for instance, I would want to friend you, and because you don't, like, you know, say, oh, give me a baby and me will help, and you don't into it or anything, and he try to hurt you or so. You are you not doing anything? How can you
You don't
explain
do
that?
him anything in this lifetime, but it may be that when you were a male and he was a female, that's what you did. Okay?
That part I don't understand.
No, you're not going
Okay.
to understand everything.
Okay.
A human being is an angel sent to be tested. You're also sent to pay your debt of karma.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
You see, we have lots of crime, right?
Yeah.
Crime is because crime was. So whatever happens to people is what they did before.
Okay.
You understand? But they don't
Yeah.
know that because you got a new brain, you got a new body. How could you know that?
Okay.
Right? For instance, let's say that a man do something bad to another man who was innocent, right?
Yeah.
Well, that man will one day come back to life and be innocent.
Yeah.
And the same bad thing will happen to him, probably in go prison for what him never did do. But in the past lifetime, he caused a man to go prison for what him never did do.
Yeah.
Now, only when you leave this planet, when you lose this body and this brain, the sum total of all those lifetimes will come back to you, and you'll know the truth. You'll actually know why you died that way, why this happened to you, why that happened to you. You can't know that while you're here because you're in a class.
Okay.
You're in a classroom studying the laws of life, right?
Okay.
But when you leave the university, you know everything because then you're qualified, right?
Yeah.
So the highest power that Christ taught is the will to forgive.
Yeah.
It is one of the most powerful Christ teachings ever. Forgiveness. You get it?
Yeah.
The truth is you are going to be just fine. The more you let go, the more you forgive, the more healed you become within, the more you heal yourself.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
One thing I do know is that no one worked any witchcraft on you, so don't go there, okay?
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
If that was so, then a card called the devil would have come up, all right?
Okay.
That didn't happen. It doesn't matter if you believe it happened or what. It did not happen. It doesn't matter if you went to 1,000 readers and them said them bury a panty in a grave, blah, blah. It did not happen.
Yeah.
It's just something that people always say. But it's not the highest truth. The highest truth is that you're here to be tested. And everything is a test.
Yeah.
And the only time you stop being tested is when you die.
It's true.
And if you pass your test, you get a new test. And if you fail the test, you get the same test from another way, in another way.
Yes.
So rejoice. You're going to be just fine.
Thank you.
You take care of yourself now.
Before you go, Majesty, I must comment because I'm not going to call her back for now. You are so right. Most things what you have said to me is true because it's something that I've experienced in pertaining my health. And I remember this lady, I told her was my neighbor, and she'd do something. And she said, I saw you go down, you get up back for your now, see you down, something like that, you know. And she talked something where she'll go do and give it time. And it ends up, she pass. And whenever I do her anything, she do with so much displeasure, you wouldn't believe.
What
And it
happened?
was my mother's
What happened
friend.
to her?
She died.
Good.
She must have died of cancer.
It doesn't matter where she died from.
Yeah.
People who make these attempts always leave before the so-called victim that them trying to victimize. But she did not work witchcraft on you.
Okay.
Okay. In other words, even if she tried, it didn't work.
Yeah, because she told me to do something on her ear. Forget. So thank you again for your message.
You take it
And
easy.
may you continue to upkeep the good work because you are real, because I have proven you twice.
Yeah, but I want to caution you that everyone is real.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. You got people who are real mad people, not you?
Yes.
You got real foolish people. You got real sick people. Everyone is real. You don't have no false people, you know.
No.
Them real.
Yeah.
It's just that I am the messenger.
Yes.
You take it easy now.
Thank you.
Bless
Blessings.
you. Oh, one more thing.
Yes.
Let me give you a card from my oracle here. It is the Art of War Oracle. Call any number between 1 and 52.
19.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2. $19. It says here, speaking in public. The prospect of speaking in public can be terrifying. However, it is a great skill to develop. For Sun Tzu, which is the elder that wrote this here, the enemy of the public speaker could be lack of a point, mumbling, reading your speech, and making too much of your mistakes. Know yourself means know your material. Relax, be confident, dress right, sober up, practice, and be yourself. Sun Tzu said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, your victory will not stand in doubt. If you know heaven and know earth, you may make your victory complete. Now listen carefully.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may find yourself even speaking to yourself, right?
Yes, we do.
But you can speak destruction into your life.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
By assuming that you are right about some destruction that somebody want to do to you. In other words, people create obia on themselves.
Okay.
Obia is something where you believe that someone hurting you and it gets so deep that you hurt yourself with it, right?
Okay.
Speak the blessings of God optimistically into your life. Don't worry about what people say. Okay?
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, it's up to you to be okay. And you must okay with you.
Yes.
The powers that be is not going to send someone to hurt you. But the powers that be will not stop you from hurting yourself.
Okay.
So think positive and speak life and wellness into your being, okay?
Yes.
You take care now.
And before you go, my prayer remains the same.
When is your birthday?
9th of the 1st, 1982.
Is what?
Pass.
What month?
January, 9th of the 1st, 1982.
The 9th of January?
Yes,
82.
1982.
But you actually rule in 81.
Oh.
Right? So your prayer time will be like sunset.
Right, because it tells me
5 p.m. to 7 p.m., right?
Yes.
And you need to face the setting sun. Face the sun as it go down. Okay?
Yes.
Your prayer time is not going to change.
Okay.
Unless you give me some other birth date that is not so. Okay?
It's real, right?
All right.
Yes.
You take it easy now.
Blessing, Majesty, and all the best. Keep up the good work.
Bless it. Thank you too.
Take care. Bye-bye.
This is Wisdom Unveiling. Yeah, that is the voice of Bushman. A lot of us have been hungry in more ways than three. We've been hungry for the word of truth, the word of God. We've been hungry to find love, true love. We've been hungry for physical food. But as we grow older, we realize that fasting is different to hunger. When you fast, you tell yourself, you tell your body, listen, there's not going to be any food today. Just easy, man. Easy. And hunger don't beat you like that. You could have a house full of food and fast. Do some fasting. Its healing can be quite long lasting. Yeah. Seriously. It's a serious thing. Yeah, we have said that you can call us at 876 926 2178. We have said you can get us at 876 926 8631 and 876 926 7615. But now we add that you can call us on a toll-free line at 1-888-991-2080. It don't get better than that. You're listening to Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. I'm your host, Majesty. And of course, this is the supreme sound, the only logical reason for broadcasting. This is Radio Jamaica. Greetings. Greetings.
This is Majesty.
Yeah, how you do?
I'm doing all right.
Excellent. How can we help you?
I'm looking for a card reading.
Okay, here we go. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
Okay.
I didn't hear that.
5,
Good. Hold on. Come again now.
2,
Come again.
8,
Come again.
7,
Come again.
4,
Come again.
3,
Come again.
6,
That's it, okay?
4.
Okay. Your first card here is called Endeavor. You're going to get an opportunity to make some money soon, okay?
Yes, sir.
Are you working?
Yes, so far.
Okay. You like the work you're doing?
Sure, I do.
Good. When you're working and you like what you're doing, better things come.
Definitely. Sure,
No,
sure.
no, lifinitely.
Life.
Lifinitely, okay?
All right.
Lifinitely, man. Something nice is going to happen. Because when you like what you're doing, you do it better. You do it properly.
Lifinitely.
Because you're not doing it with a bad mind, you're doing it with love, right?
True.
It's going to spark you to get a nice contract doing more of the same, okay?
True.
There's another card here now that shows that at some point you actually came under attack.
Yes,
But God is great.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, God is great.
True.
Indeed, you are a child of God, all right?
That's right.
So don't worry about it.
All right.
It is just a test, and you've passed your test
True.
by standing up firm with your self-respect.
True.
So you're good. You're all right. There's another card called Success. which means you will be successful in the near future in whatever you put your hands to do.
Right.
And there's another card called content. You shall live to a very good age, like probably into your 90s, and be very contented with your life. All right?
Sure. Like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's one warning though.
Yeah.
You must not drink rum.
Yes, I do a lot of that.
You drink rum, right?
Yes.
You can't drink it no more.
All right.
It is gonna make you very unstable,
Yeah.
make you lose very big opportunities. Rum is a disaster for you.
All right.
All right? It will also make your love life mash down.
Cool. Yeah.
Are you in love right now?
I have my wife inside the house here.
How you and her get along?
Yeah, good so far.
How long you been together?
Quite a bit of years.
She ever told you to stop drinking?
Yes. Sure.
Huh?
And smoking, yeah.
Do you smoke cigarettes? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, Majesty.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
Yes.
No. When a man drink rum and smoke cigarettes, him carry a smell that doesn't work with woman, you know.
I know. So
Did she not tell you that?
that's the time.
She don't want you smoking no cigarette in her room.
Well, I don't do it in the house so far.
But even though you don't do it, the smell come out in your sweat, right?
Yes, definitely. True.
So don't do it because you're damaging yourself severely
Sure.
in a way that it would take a while for me to explain, but it destroy what you call your luck,
Yeah.
damage your blessing.
All right. So
Do you have a daughter? Can you hear me? There's a girl here. There's a girl here who will be like a daughter to you if you don't have any daughters.
I do have a daughter. My first child is a daughter.
Where is she?
She gone to work now.
You get
She's at
along.
work.
You get along with her.
Sure. Yes.
She'll be there for you when you're very old. Okay?
Right.
She'll be there for you.
Right.
There's another card here now called Justice. You were supposed to have at least 2 sons. How much sons you have?
2 sons. Two
Yes,
sons.
yes. Listen, the younger one
Yeah.
may end up to be more progressive than the bigger one.
My wife says that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bigger one must be warned about company.
Oh well, he doesn't keep company.
Yeah, but he must still be warned though, okay?
Yeah.
Because he's better off to practice singleness of heart, you know?
Okay.
Company can make him get into a lot of trouble with the law.
Okay.
How old is he now? The big one?
The bigger one is 19.
All right. But he need to be warned, okay?
Okay.
Because there's a card called Justice here.
Right.
You don't want him in no trouble. You have to talk to him still.
No.
Because he's secretive, you know.
And oh my, you know what you're saying?
So you don't really know
True.
certain things. But you
That's
need to
true.
warn him, okay?
Okay.
But the greatest thing now is for you to leave cigarettes alone. Cigarettes is not your friend. Remember this cigarette box tell you
Yeah.
that them promise to kill you, right?
Yeah, true.
You never
Definitely.
read that the man them promise to kill you?
All the time.
So if a guy promised to kill you, then why you gonna participate in his thing? Right?
You are always
You
a fool if you do that.
need to leave that alone, man. All right?
All right.
And then the rum now is a thing that gonna make you after a while you may not be able to perform.
True.
I don't think your wife would take too kindly if you cannot perform.
That's true.
So please, We don't want to stay in here that Joe Grind climb through your bedroom window. Although your wife not the kind of person to do that, but
Yeah,
nevertheless, don't push her. Okay?
that's true. That's true. Okay.
Clean up your act, clean up the thing, make
Yes,
yourself smell nice,
true, true.
and you'll be shocked to know the niceness that will go down because niceness follow niceness, okay?
True, true.
You have a question for me now?
Um, my prayer time. I think I had it already, but I would like
Let me
to
give it to you
remind.
again. When is your birthday?
The 17th of May, 1965.
1965, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you is a Fadil man. You're born the year of the snake, okay?
Okay.
So we in the African world we don't call you a snake, we call you Fadil. Your
Yeah.
prayer time is 9 o'clock in the morning to 11 in the morning.
Okay.
Anywhere between 9 and 11 in the morning.
Okay.
And your direction of power is south southeast. That means you need to face the south
Yes.
and turn an inch to the left.
Okay.
And you'll be
Okay.
facing your guardian angel. That's south
I
southeast,
got,
okay?
I got you.
But
Yeah.
trust me, I have confidence in you, you know. I know that you can clean up your act, you know.
Yes, man. I'm gonna do that for
And
sure.
they'll verily, I can tell you, there'll be no more cigarette smoking.
Okay.
I'm going to say in your room, I mean in your body. Your body is your room, the temple of the Most High God, right?
Definite. So.
Lifinitely.
Life in
So
it.
take care, my brethren. You take it easy.
Bless you.
Yeah, there should be no cigarette smoking in your room, my brethren. Stephen Marley. I put it out there and tell you straight up, you don't want it. It no nice. It make you smell horrible. And it mash up your lungs. It do enough things to you. Poison your liver, poison your lungs, mash up your kidneys, mash up your teeth. Leave everything alone. Now, there is some reason why, but there must be some reason why some people think that they should ram things down our throat, give us things to eat that we don't know nothing about. Don't let it happen to you. If you don't want it to happen to you, you're going to have to read the labels of everything that you pick up in the supermarket and look for these suspicious ingredients. Because if you're about to drink some milk or soy milk or any kind of thing that you want to buy and eat, read the label. Because you could be a person who's vegetarian and you see E322. Hey, E322 actually is a language that tell you, hey, we got beef in there, you know. Yeah, man, we got dead cow in there. E322 is beef. Somebody make you drink beef or eat beef and you don't know. That's not nice. Then there's E422. Anywhere you see that in the product, it means the product have alcohol in it. E422. And if you see E442, hey, it is alcohol and chemical. Alcohol and some other chemical that can damage you seriously. All right, suppose you see E471. Hey, it is beef and alcohol. In an innocent looking product that you don't think should have no meat nor no alcohol in it. You don't taste it, but it's there. If you come across E476, hey, alcohol, my brethren. E481, you may be an Adventist. You may be coming from church and stop and buy something. And, you know, it's nice. It is awesome, but read the label. If you say E481, they're actually telling you that they put beef and pork in it. E481, a mixture of beef and pork. Really? Really? All right. E627 means it have some dangerous chemical that can probably give you cancer. Seriously. Write down these codes. Remember, everything they put in your thing, in the foods, they must, under the law, they must tell you about it. But the law have a little loophole where them still don't have to tell you about it. But if you try to sue them can prove that them told you about it. So them put in a code, right? So here's the code. I'll give it to you all over again. E322, beef. E422, alcohol. E442, alcohol and chemical. E471, beef and alcohol. E476, alcohol. E481, a mixture of beef and pork. E627, hey, dangerous chemical. But then it get ridiculous because them give you another code. E472 is a mixture of beef, meat, and pork. No, hold on. Beef is a meat, and pork is a meat. So if they give you beef, meat, and pork, then that meat can be anything. It can be dog meat. It can be any meat. It can be mongoose. Them just say beef, meat, and pork. Really? You really want to eat something that say them have beef, meat, and pork? So what them can tell you, what them can identify what the meat is, what this other meat is. But wait, there's more. E220 or E120 or E904. If you see that, run as fast as you can because it have insects in it, my brethren. Insects. Now think about that. Think about that. These is the things that make people feel that maybe the world is coming to an end or something, because they should not be polluting people like that. And they're doing it so easy, so easy. In the midst of all this rigmarole, we give thanks and praise to Jah. In the midst of all this, but we need to be conscious of our consciousness and conscious of the things that they are giving us to eat without our knowing it. We are living in the information age. The information is there. Grab it. Know yourself. Know what you're eating. You need to just know. Because there's no excuse for ignorance. There's no excuse for not knowing. If you don't know something have poison in it and you eat it, you're going to poison yourself. And there's no excuse for not knowing, because you should have read the label. Hey. Read the label, man. Greetings. Greetings.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah, how you do?
Yeah, not too bad, His Majesty.
Okay, no, I'm not His Majesty, I am Majesty.
Yeah, that's what I mean, correct.
Yeah,
correct,
but His
correct.
Majesty is Haile Selassie.
Yeah, correct.
And I can tell you straight up that I personally not worthy to even tie His Majesty shoelace. So don't call me His Majesty, because that's not the thing to do. Okay?
All right, my apologies, sir.
Yeah, please. But my first name, Majesty, is my first name.
Yeah, Majesty. All right.
Yeah. Okay? So how can I help my brethren?
I would like a card reading, please.
Okay, let's do it. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
7.
Hold on. Come again.
4.
Come again.
8.
Come again.
1.
Come again.
5.
Come again.
7.
Come again.
3.
There you go. Now, your first card here is called the Magician. suggesting that there is going to be a miracle in your life. Let me ask you something. You have a house?
Yeah.
A finished bill?
Yeah, I finished some part, but tomorrow can go on like a bathroom and stuff, you know.
Listen, man, you're going to finish your thing, you know.
Okay.
You will get the funds and the resources, and you're going to finish it up properly, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you will even build on a part that you're not even thinking about right now. Yeah. You have another card here, and this is conflict now. It is important that you don't get into no problem with your neighbors, you know.
Okay.
There may arise a problem with boundary.
Yeah.
You had any problem with boundary business?
No, not so far as it.
All right. Now, one of you may violate the boundary.
Mm-hmm.
Either you or your neighbor. Either
Yeah.
your neighbor will accuse you of violating, or you realize that your neighbor going over. I must warn you that whatever it is, you settle it without any serious cuss out, okay?
Yes, yes.
Because it's good to live in peace with your neighbors.
True.
And whatever we fight over land boundaries, you still die, leave the whole thing, so what's the point? You know?
Correct.
Pointless, man. It's ridiculous,
True,
right?
true.
I grew up and see people fight over land. And some of them fight. At the end of the day, them just dead.
True.
I know a brethren that live, a Rasta brethren too knows, live in a certain place, right?
Yeah.
And that brethren was rotten to all them neighbors, you know. Listen, his neighbors could not pick a guava. You know, a simple thing like a guava, you could not go up on this man's land and pick a guava, you know.
Yeah.
And if you pick a jelly, well, it's war. And if you pick one of the man pomegranates, well, then you go dead, right?
Yeah.
No, think about it. The brethren was so rotten that I don't know of anybody who liked this man, but to me, he was a nice dude, you know?
Yeah.
But his neighbors don't think so.
Okay.
He never showed me no negative vibe.
Yeah.
But him treat him neighbors away. But guess what happened now? The brethren seemed like he was the last in his bloodline. I know him die. My brethren, the man property is taken over by the neighbors now, right? The neighbors build houses on the man property. Them even lick down the man house and build another house for themselves. So what was that all about? Think about it. The brethren gone, and the brethren whole place is now the neighbors inherit it, and strangers come and inherit it, and everybody inherit it. So was all that necessary, really?
No.
All the disrespect was unnecessary.
No.
There's a card here called adaptation. Hold on. How old you are now?
5'3".
53?
Yeah.
Hold on, man. Hold on. You're going to find yourself traveling somewhere for a while, you know,
Yeah.
and have to adapt to a different climate.
Okay.
Leading me to suspect that you're going someplace that may end up being cold.
Okay.
You ever go anywhere?
Yeah.
Where you went?
New York.
But this place where you're going, can you go back to America? Did you have any problem with the government?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Them deport you?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not America you're going there. You been to Canada yet?
Once.
But you never had no problem with them, right?
No.
And maybe Canada, you know, you're going someplace cold, man.
Okay.
I don't think it's America.
Okay.
Because you end up in a problem there, right?
Yeah.
And when the man them run you from America, they don't want to see you around there no more.
Yeah. tell you still my mother derived citizen on the father side still, you know.
Huh?
So I was a derived citizen, but when I went up there by my father for me when I was a youth, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I volunteered to tell them that I want to come home and I want to be there for the new minister that was coming.
Right.
So then give me a period of time, so after a period of time I could come back, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I never try like that, just go and forth, you know what I mean?
Okay, but I don't feel like it's America though. I feel like you're
Okay.
going someplace colder than America.
Okay,
Yeah, and I think it have something to do with a job too. You know.
okay,
Yeah, you're gonna be working. Yeah, an opportunity will come.
okay.
You know, these readings here on the radio, there are many readings. They're not full readings, so
Yes,
I'm not
yes.
able to give any proper detail. You know,
Yeah,
I can only give you a sketch.
Yeah, I understand, yes.
Yeah,
Overstand, yes.
you're overs. Yeah,
Yeah, over.
you're overs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, a private reading is a different ball game. There's a
Yes.
card here now called rest.
Mm-hmm.
Now you must be careful not to overwork yourself, you know,
True.
and don't lift nothing heavy.
You're right, you know, because I'm strange myself.
My brethren, if you lift heavy things, you're going to get a hernia, you know.
Yeah, I may have one right now, me not just
You have a hernia?
right now.
Oh, gosh.
Right
Man.
now.
It pain you?
Not really.
King man. What you doing? Burning fire coal? What you was doing?
No, man, I work at the site, up at the backside place.
Oh, okay. And you lift...
Right now, yeah, and I lift one filter when I pull off. I mean, no, sir, that's strain me kind of heavy, you know what I mean?
My brethren, you strain yourself in a serious
Right
way,
now,
you know?
Right now, yeah, man, right now, man, just say, I'm going to this new car till the moment I work. See, guy credit union, but you have money to go do the medical, because medical out the end of the month. You understand me?
Yeah.
Exiting the building should be doing about just not that in realize it do get shattered, you know. So right now, I have to write a letter. And all them sit there, them to do random kind of incident or accident.
I know a lot of man move some heavy tree logs by burning fire coal, but that's not your case. Your case is a situation where you're working for a company, right?
Right, correct.
And
Contractor.
yeah. So will you lift a piece of iron?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But may I tell you, say, you hear me?
Yeah.
May I tell you, say, today, went to work and go to the credit union. You hear me, Kerry?
Yeah.
And you know what, say, when you have money, you go do my medical, because my medical are up.
Right.
The month.
Right.
Exiting the building, shove the door, because the door coming out, you have to shove it to come out.
Right.
You know, if I'm too strong, how I imagine. Shove the door. Not realize when me leave and gone now. That realizing that me should be doing like the door go knock on the corner like the frame there so.
Uh-huh.
And you know, so the door shattered.
You break the glass?
Yes, all right now, got dispute with me and them because of that.
You break the credit union glass?
Yeah, I know, wishfully, or not like that.
But you can imagine with them people, them they're going to make you have to repair that now, you know?
Yeah, that's I know what I have to do. So through that now, them tap me from today, so I have to write a letter and go send it to HR and all the things there. Tell them to we pay back for etc.
Oh my gosh. What kind of thing this, man?
I don't know, General. Don't know.
Because that can't be good luck at all.
No.
If you even dream that it is a problem, furthermore, if it happen in real life.
Yeah, man. I'm with your joke. My nephew just dead yesterday, you know. I don't know what happened to him and the man. Dropped down and dead and years ago. I look on him and I tell you
so him not younger than you?
No, man, he older than me.
Him older than you?
Yeah.
How much older?
I'm probably about 60 years old.
Oh. But he just died like that?
Yeah. And yeah, just dropped down and dead there.
Things not airy at all.
No, sir. So, boy, I don't know.
Things don't look good.
When I tell about pertain to this
Things don't look good, man. You got me real you got me real frightened here now, because things don't look good.
Hold on, man.
You got me frightened. Here's another card here now. And it shows a woman in a wedding gown, so hold on. You ever got married yet?
No, sir.
You have a woman?
No, sir, not right now.
But there's a woman in a wedding gown.
But I don't know where she come from, no matter.
There's a woman in a wedding gown, so it seems to me as though something good gonna happen.
All right.
I me and the brethren up there on the wall wondering if you could be of service. The holy brethren on the wall now look on one and say, but wait, I wonder if that brethren could be of service to the sister when she show up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I could hear the man out there on the wall laughing or smirking. Smirking.
Yeah.
Because some of them not of service, but they're not telling them friend,
Yes, yes.
There's another card here called love. My brethren, it can get nice. It gonna get nice. You're gonna find love, okay?
Yeah.
We just don't want no hernia in the way because them things make some nice things can be nice,
True.
Jano.
But me still, Spike Lee still get up and do my thing,
I suspect so, but you have a next card here called peace, which means it's going to be a very peaceful relationship. So, let's be optimistic, man. The sun will come out tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
It's not all that bad.
So what do you think about what transpire today, though, man?
Huh?
What do you think about what transpire today?
They say out of evil cometh good, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes some bad things happen to make you down, to make you just go in your shell and just don't go nowhere,
True.
And it can cause you to miss an accident or something bad too,
True.
But
you have to look on the both sides, yeah.
Yeah, but for right now, just concentrate on being in the arms of a good woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If only you could do that.
Yeah, me understand what you say. But to me,
because the thing done shut already.
All right. Yeah, this is my work around comedy. I'm dedicated to my work, come and love work,
Yes.
And they're bringing that for me, you then, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, I say, I don't know what will transpire with this. You will play June and sit me with shadow.
But don't worry, something worse could have happened still, right?
That's true.
Yeah,
look for my side of my work, still, and I would like to find out, If you could have given me a heads up.
About what?
Continue back to my work, who would like to release you to the play June and today.
No, man, but they're not going to fire you for that. That's not something to fire a man for.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an incident,
True.
It would not be logical for them to fire you for that.
Yeah.
It's not like you fling a stone at a man and broke the man,
Yeah.
It was an accident still.
And then do random tests and all them things. I'm clean, because the man drink beer every day, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not like you went in there and disrespect. It's not like you went in there and disrespect the people and then mash up them doors. So don't worry.
The week you have to go make,
Yeah.
And I exit in the building. I should be try, I should be come out. But you come like, me too strong, I should be too hard, I guess.
Anyway, you're gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be okay, all right? But think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder what's the next phenomenon. We did talk about a woman coming into your life. I'll check another oracle named Stone Oracle and see what's going. Call any number between 1 and 17. Give me a number.
It's 17.
17?
Yeah.
That's the number of peace and love, Let me see what comes up there. Okay.
Yeah.
It says here, number 69, romance. Yes, man. You're gonna find her, she's gonna find you, right?
Okay.
It says the oracle speaks. Romance means that you will find your soulmate, whether you are old or young. You have found true love, for goodness sake, and nothing can tear it down. Commentary. If you are happily married, you're already there. If you are very young or if your love life is not good, then have no fear. The future will prove the oracle is right, my dear. 69 is a number of strength and power no one can deny. You have great and mighty days to come, even if today you find a reason to cry. So today you find a reason to cry because you mash up the man them door, right?
True.
But don't worry, there's going to be a wonderful sistering on the floor. I can tell you more, but right now, I just got to let you know the score. You know what I mean?
True, true.
So don't feel no way, man. You will be fine. All right?
All
You
right.
just have to pay the man in for them door.
Yeah, man. We're willing to do that, man.
And give thanks you can find the money to do it because you're really not that poor. All right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Willing to do that. Yeah, no problem with that.
So take it easy.
I respect. I hear one last thing I know. Prayer time for me now.
Your prayer time, when is your birthday?
5/11/71.
1971?
Yeah.
Your prayer time is between 9 o'clock in the night
Mm-hmm.
and 11 o'clock in the night. 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And your direction of power would be north, northwest. Okay?
Northwest.
Yeah, you are a Lisimba man, right? That means you must face the north and turn an inch to the left.
Yeah.
And you'll be facing your guardian angel. So you take it easy, okay?
Yeah, man. I respect and thanks.
Yeah, man. And don't forget, focus on being in the arms of a nice woman, see?
Yeah, man. I mean, I focus on that as I say, man. But just as you say, everything be alright.
Yeah, and don't lift nothing heavy. So if it's a big woman, make sure you don't lift her up, okay? Because we don't want no hernia business in this. We want you to do your work. All right. Lick more. Yeah, man. I can check out Bushman and hear what him have to say about the. Yeah, these are the top 15 medicines you cannot find in any pharmacy. I wonder what that. Well, number 1, exercise is medicine. Number 2, fasting is medicine. Number 3, natural food is medicine. Number 4, laughter is medicine. Number 5, vegetables and fruits are medicine. Number 6, sleep is medicine. Number 7, early morning sunlight is medicine. Number 8, loving yourself is medicine. Number 9, loving others is medicine. Number 10, gratitude is medicine. Number 11, letting go of offense and forgiving others is medicine. Number 12, meditation is medicine. Number 13, eating well on time is medicine. Number 14, good friendships are medicines. So good friends is medicine. And number 15, drinking plenty of water is medicine. Think about that. If you can learn to do these things, to partake of these things, you would never need a doctor nor a drug. from a pharmacy. This, my friends, is wisdom unveiling. Yeah. Now, we keep saying that there are 12 types of people and that we need to know each other. Let me give you a quick rundown on how these people flex. First, there's the Abasi people. Now, Abasi is the best friend of Ihiose and Ibrahim, but him have a serious problem with Gamba. Bandele, his best friends is Jabarai and Fadil, but him doesn't ever get along with Hakizimana. Chike is perfect with Kamau and Gamba, but him have a serious issue with Ibrahim. Daudi is excellent with Lisimba and Hakizimana, but him will never understand Jabarai. Ihiose is wonderful friends with Abasi and Ibrahim, but don't usually get along well with Kamau. Fadil is excellent with Jabari and Bandele, but have a serious problem with Lisimba. Gamba is the best friend of Chike and Kamau, but wouldn't be able to see eye to eye with Abasi. Hakizimanas is compatible with Lisimba and Daudi, but incompatible with Bandele. Ibrahim is wonderful with Abasi, excellent with Ihiose, but does not understand Cheke at all. Jabarai is excellent with Bandele and Fadil, but can't take the best bone in Daudi. Kamau, best friend is Cheke and Gamba, but the one he will never probably get along with is Ihiose. And Lisimba is perfect with Hakizimana and Daudi, but have serious issues with Fadil. Now, so we meeting people every day. We don't know who is who, and we get mixed up. Sometimes we end up in court, sometimes prison, just because we did not know that who we did flex with, we should not have flexed with. We did not know that who we got married to, we should not get married to that person because it doesn't work. Can you imagine if suddenly we get to know these things? Can you imagine the amount of bloodshed that we could avoid? The amount of pain and suffering that we could avoid? The amount of divorce court we could avoid? Think about it. We need to know ourselves because it is a curse to don't know yourself. Seriously. Many of us are old souls because we've been here before. Yeah, that is Old Soul by Stephen Marley. Let's talk about onions. The secret truth, advantages and disadvantages of onions. In the year 1919, there was a pandemic that reached epidemical proportions. Oh, you thought COVID was bad? COVID was a Mickey Mouse disease to compare with the flu epidemic of the year 1919. 40 million people died, plus millions more who no one cared to count. There was great weeping and mourning and gnashing of teeth. Doctors and other health professionals died by the thousands. The stench of human bodies was everywhere, especially in Europe. If any person coughed in your presence, you would be next to die. Every medicine was a failure. Absolutely. In those times, some European missionaries were visiting Africa, accusing Africa of being the dark continent. And Africans were not impressed with those words because Africa is the most beautiful and green place anyone has seen. Anyway, those missionaries brought the deadly virus with them, and people around them began sick, and many of those missionaries died. Anyway, after all their prayers and medicines had failed, an African traditional healer was called into their camp. Right away, they called him a witch doctor and rebuked him and tried to send him away. But they were afraid of him and were in awe of the respect he commanded among his own people. Anyway, to make a long story short, the African healer brought a bag of onions and gave the order to cut each onion in half and place it on a table or stool in every tent. Those who obeyed his commands soon recovered and went back to Europe in good health. Those who looked down upon him, thinking that his suggestion was inferior or his onions were filled with witchcraft spells, all died, and their bodies were burned. The onion news reached Europe, where there were plenty of onions imported from certain African countries. And those who heard the news saved their families by putting a cut onion in their bedrooms. One day, a doctor came to visit some farmers in Scotland and met hundreds of farmers who had lost their family to the epidemic. But he also visited a farm and saw children playing and adults happy. And he made an inquiry. The farmer's wife told him that she heard a story from some missionaries who went to Africa, that so-called dark continent, and was cured by a witch doctor there by just having cut onions in their sleeping rooms. She, after hearing the story, placed an onion cut in half in every room in their farmhouse. And those who were feeling sick stopped feeling sick in less than 3 days. And after that, no one became sick. But every few days, the onions would turn black, and she would bury them or burn them in the fire and replace them with new onions. The good doctor then prescribed cut onions in people's bedrooms and warned them not to eat them because those onions became poisonous in a few days, as he saw the flu virus on the onions through his microscope. And so, Europe was saved by onions, and no one remembered the African traditional healer who saved Europe from the plague because religions believe, the religious doctrines that the African traditional healers are nothing more than witches, signaling that he was not of God, as if they actually knew God. The next time there's a pandemic or epidemic, believe you me, there will be. But don't worry about it. Grab some onions and cut them. Cut in half in your bedroom. Save yourself. But be careful not to eat them afterward because they will be poisonous after saving your life and the lives of your loved ones. Yes, Mother Nature created the onion with a scientific secret, a magnet to pull every virus man can create. And she sent her messenger, the African traditional doctor, to bear the good news to a people who preach that all men are created equal, but who believe that they are much more equal than others. What a sick mindset. This, my friends, is wisdom unveiling. Yeah. Greetings. Greetings. Turn off the radio.
Oh, yes,
yeah, what's up?
Yes, man. I am giving you a shout out. I have to get a card reading, sir.
All right, my brethren, you got me.
Yeah, know, me I tell you something, I have to get you.
You see the same thing? You see the power of positive thinking?
Yes, sir.
Positive thinking is a force, is a great, great force, man.
Yes, man. Me say me have to get you, man.
You see how you say you have to get me? And what? You got me!
I tell you, yeah.
There you go. So let's do it before your phone card run out and then pure problem.
Yes, sir.
Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
Okay, number 2.
Hold on. Come again now.
Number 4.
Come again.
Number 3.
Come again.
Number 8.
Come again.
Number 9.
Come again.
Wow, number 1.
Come again.
7.
There you go.
Yeah.
What had happened to your mother, my friend? Are you there?
Yes, man.
What happened to your mother?
Well, you know that me that's what I want and it's cool.
Huh?
I the reading about like say boy have a they say we have a youth out on the road there.
Uh-huh.
Then yeah.
You have a...
But it is hard to put my trust in this still. Then let me get a little.
It's hard to trust who?
No man, to believe the girl said.
It's hard for you to believe that the child is yours?
Yeah.
Why not take a DNA test?
Wow. Then it's get on it. You remember the one time I called her years ago.
No, I know. I wouldn't remember that. I deal with too much people, but...
Okay, so yeah, yes, I'm called about 3 years back, and you said, you know that you have a little child out on the road. About me still play my part still, no?
You play your part?
Yeah, man, me still get a little thing when any can.
Were you close to your mother?
Yes.
What happened to your mother?
You know, she died.
Yeah, what happened to her?
Sugar, diabetes.
Diabetes, right? You ever get tested for sugar?
Yes, couple of years back, about nearly 4 years back also.
All right, get tested again, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, get tested again. There's a card here called rest. It is important that you get enough rest, okay?
Yeah, man, I just like, I just know that everything I push through on my side because when I try hard and it's not like it now, or I was just...
No, some things work and some things work very slowly.
Okay.
If you plant a coconut tree, when you check it out, it don't grow, but it grow. Right? You don't see when it grows. It grows so slowly, right?
Yeah.
But it grows. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes things look like it not working, but it's working in its own time.
Yeah.
There's a card here that shows that you will live to a good age, and you will reap the fruit of your labor. Okay.
Okay.
Now, a certain child out there, whether it is yours or not, you play a part because sometimes the child that you think is yours don't pay you the attention as the child that you think is not yours. Right? You there? Phone card done. All right.
Yeah, no man. I hear you, man.
All right. Sometimes the child you think is not yours is more grateful to you than the one that you feel sure is yours, right?
That is true. Because I get on what I see from them are pushing bad when I see it, them behavior.
Right. So don't feel no way about playing your part with a child out there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Yeah.
feel no way about it. There's a card here called conflict, which means that someone is about to irritate you with some conflicting foolishness. Don't let that get to you, okay?
Okay.
It's just another test, all right?
Yeah.
There's another card here and it shows a daughter. You have any daughters?
Well, no, I do not. I the same youth, the women that said whether, well,
The youth is a girl or a boy?
a girl, no.
Listen, man. The mother said it is your child?
First time the mother said, say about a year or 2 years, the girl, she did say, I know my child, but me did have the feelings, say, I'm my child. Because guess what? When said the girl get that time, me I dream that me I catch some fish. Then unlike say when me look on the girl and say, yeah, breed. She said, no. I said, okay, you sure? She said, no. I said, all right. And then she go live with one. We did what somebody else, and when she go live with somebody else, and them say the picnic, the man come and say the picnic, I go to the man say, no, sir. And I feel childish.
Right. If it's not his, it's yours.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because between you and him. Now, you have a card here called the Princess of Control. How old is your child now?
The child have a 3.5 now.
All right. Based on my findings, I would conclude it is your child, okay?
Okay.
Give her all the love that you can, all right?
No, man. Me try, me play my part. So get our lunch money, our school fee, and then we
Yeah.
what the feeling, what I get, me say, then I say, man.
Yeah. Give her some love, man. Do what you can. There's another card here now called oppression. Oppression. It seems to me there's something about that child that is special, you know. Because it seems to me that the child come about in a kind of a misunderstanding, right? You understand?
Yeah.
But if you never had that child, something bad would have reached you still, you know.
Yeah.
You would have end up the same time you take to go to make that child. If you didn't do that, it's likely that you would get locked up for something. You would get mixed up in something else. Okay?
Okay.
So it seems like the child, making this child save you.
Yeah.
Just in the creating the child save you. Therefore, that the child mother save you then, upon a level. You understand?
Yeah.
There's another card here now called the Wheel of Fortune, suggests that someday you will realize that you are the most blessed person in your bloodline. So you got some good things to get.
Yeah. I pay, call it, say, boy, I pay a fight, me get a bus, me still give God thanks. Me still give God thanks.
The fight is only a test, man.
Yeah, man.
If somebody really want to destroy you, you get destroyed already. So it's not that. Okay?
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
You got some, you have people who you're not compatible with, you know.
Yeah, man.
Remember, there are 12 types of people, and some will not be able to take the best bone in you. So you get a fight. But that don't mean that them hate you.
Yeah.
It's just that them can't deal with you. Okay?
Yes, man.
Astrology, man. Astrology is a boss. There's another card here now called the Star, suggesting that this little girl is a little superstar.
But guess what now? Here's the problem now. No? The girl, the baby don't get my name. No? But me
Listen,
not laugh, no style. No?
listen
The
to me.
baby
Listen to
get
me.
the mother.
Yeah, but
The mother have the name.
don't worry about the name, because the last name you have, you think it is yours?
No.
The last name you have is the name of a man who enslaved your people for 400 years, right?
Yes.
So you still don't have your name, because you will only have your name when you create a name for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what our people should have done. They should create a new name. not carry the slave master last name like what I'm doing now, right?
Okay.
So if your name is Stewart or Brown or any of them names there, that's not your name. Your name can only be the name that you create
Okay.
and crown your children with a new bloodline. Start your own tribe. That is name.
Yeah.
So it don't make sense get paranoid about somebody not carrying your name because you don't have the name. In other words, them say that we're free, right?
No, sir.
But once we carry the slave master name, we belong to him.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
All right, listen. One of these days, one of these very bad days, when them have a world war and somebody drop a nuclear bomb on somebody, right?
Yeah.
Then when the nuclear fallout reach place like England and some people them livers start rotting and all that. What do you think they're gonna do? The British leader or the king of England will apply to the Caribbean for some livers and some hearts and some this and that. And our people will just send them up, right? They will reap a lot of our people and just take them out, you know.
Yes,
because our people still belong to them even though they don't know that.
Yeah.
Because we live in ignorance. Because Mr. Stewart is the property of the Stewart Foundation and Stewart family. And Mr. Brown is the property of Brown Plantation. Same way, okay?
Yeah.
So them could talk about independence or what they want to talk about, but the people are still slaves even though them just don't know it. Some people are slaves to religion, but most people are slaves to the plantation. And until them get rid of those last names, they remain slaves. But they don't mind. They just want to put food on the table now, right?
Yes.
But listen, Marcus Garvey said that our people will not know themselves till them back against the wall, right?
That's a truth, no? Because that's a go on.
Could you imagine if the King of England sent to the Caribbean and said, we got some white people here named Stuart and we need you to reap some livers from the Stuarts. Yeah?
Yeah.
What is Stuarts going to do? Fight against... No, but what I'm saying is that we don't know what next year, what next 5-10 years bring. Right?
Yeah.
And we don't know what we'll be called upon to give up. Because we're carrying the names of people whose names we should not be carrying. That means we belong to those people. Yeah. Even though we don't think we belong to those people. In other words, we're living in classic ignorance, classic unknowingness. And guess what? We don't want to hear these things. We don't want to know the truth because it don't sound good. Right?
The truth hurt. No?
The truth don't sound, my brother, the truth don't sound irate at all. But it's the truth.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, it's something once someone can take the truth and understand the truth, you're free of that.
Yeah, but most of us don't want to hear the truth because it don't even sound logical to some people.
Yeah.
You understand? Look, let me tell you something. When I was 12 years old, I went to school one day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my teacher was probably the greatest teacher that ever lived. I don't know. But she was real good. She was graphic.
Yes,
this
sir.
teacher, a woman named Miss Paris, right? The teacher teaches us about slavery, and I'm telling the truth. Every child in the class crying.
Yeah.
The things with the teacher, the way how the teacher teach me, everybody cried.
Because what she just tell it.
Listen.
That it is.
I could hardly explain to you how she teach me, but she teach me in such a way that if you was there as an adult, you would have cried. And I went home crying. And my daddy asked me what I'm crying for. Who beat me? I said, nobody don't beat me. Right?
Okay.
He said, so what you crying for? I said, teacher, teach me about slavery. My daddy said, sure. Oh, that's old history, man. I said, daddy, that's old history. I said, daddy, where you get the name Brown from? Because my daddy named Mr. Brown. I said, daddy, where you get the name Brown from? He said, well, slave master and blah, blah. I said, daddy, before my son get that name, heaven and earth crash. My daddy said, what you say, boy? I said, I'm not carrying that name give my son. Because my offspring can't have the name of a man who do me that for 400 years.
Yeah.
Now, my daddy was a pastor, you know. So him start to counsel me now about anger. I said, Daddy, I'm not vexed with white people. As far as them concerned, them don't owe me nothing. I just not supposed to carry their name. I said, when I grow up, the first thing I'm going to do, my first area of business as an adult is to change my name. You see, when I change my name, I carry the papers and show my daddy. I see tears drop from him. Tears followed him eyes, man. Because him saying that him still didn't know it was so serious.
Yeah.
But hold on. That's not what catch me, you know. What catch me is that the same night I went sleep, right?
Yeah.
And this big, tall, strapping mandingo warrior came to me in my sleep, and the man grabbed me, and the man hugged me in a way that I thought the man they planned to break my ribs, you know.
I true that, because guess what? It is not the first I hear them talk about this.
Seriously, King Man, the man grabbed me, the man said, listen to me, my son. You are one of mine. I'm one of the best of mine. He said, look over my shoulder. Tell me who you see. And when I look, remember, my feet can't touch the ground no more because the man about 7 feet up in the air now. Yeah. So my feet can't touch the ground again. But I look over the man's shoulder and I see about 1 million people waving at me with some white teeth, some jet black people. He said, those are your people. You freed us all today. No. I wake up crying in my sleep, right? Pajamas wet. I could have taken them off and ring water to them, right? That means that my dream itself was an ordeal. Yeah. But I can tell you that from that time till now, right?
Yes, sir.
If a big rock drop out to the sky and land on me and destroy me, right?
Yeah.
I will still go down in history as one of the luckiest man ever walked the face of the earth. From that time till now. See, what I'm saying is, I did something that most people either don't want to do, would never do, or they're afraid to do, or they don't think it makes no sense to do.
Yeah.
But it is the thing to do.
Yes.
So I'm telling you.
Just because guess what, Mr. Right now, all the young people are take on some what European name nowadays, man. Europe name.
Just imagine that
every African name.
All of our people have European names and don't feel nice with it. They wear it like a trophy, like a badge of honor, but it is not.
Yeah.
If a man plunder you for 400 years, then why you need to carry his name, give your son? That is illogical. That don't make no sense.
Okay.
It shows a lack of intelligence. So why you think that those people treat us so bad when they meet us in Europe and the Americas? Because they're of the opinion that we're not thinking. Because there's no European man will carry the name of no other man who made him a slave. Okay? Yeah. No Chinese wouldn't do it, no Japanese wouldn't do it, no Korean wouldn't do it, no Arab wouldn't do it. So why are we doing it?
Because why would just fool?
Because we go to church and we say that all we need is Jesus. We don't need nothing more. Right?
Yeah.
That's it. And we give credit that we don't need nothing more. But wait till the King of England decide that they want body parts. And you can't get away because they say all whose name is Brown come at the clock at 2:30. We got some old money to give you from way back. You gonna go. Carry your children too.
Yeah.
Right? You don't know you're walking into danger. Right?
Yeah, man, then just grab them on.
So let me tell you this. There's going to be a third world war and only God knows. Only God knows what is going to be the outcome, because those nations out there are saying that the earth is overpopulated, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Which means that them saying that too much people on the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only God knows what measures they will take to clean off the slate and clean out the ship. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only thing that we can do as a people is do the right thing.
Yeah.
Those who are bold enough must do the bold thing. Change your last name.
Okay.
The Bible say eat from your own vine and fig tree. Why you can't do that? What is the problem?
What truth, man?
Listen. There's a reason why Mother Nature would allow slavery, you know. Remember that we have this tradition in the African world. You ever hear about female genital mutilation? You know what that is?
No.
Brethren, millions away in Africa, what we would do, what the elders would do, when a girl reached 13, them cut out her clitoris, you know, King.
Yeah.
As a female circumcision, you know.
Yeah.
So she don't enjoy sex no more after that.
Okay.
And then now them get some kind of thread with them sew up part of the vagina itself, you know.
Yeah.
So you see when she get married now, you can hear her screaming out through the village, you know. Right?
Okay.
So this is what we've been doing to our women for hundreds of years. And what slavery did, slavery caused us to be transplanted. And now behold, our women have them nice vagina again. Right? So in other words, out of evil cometh good then. God in his wisdom gave me this message to let the people know, say, look, it is something that we were doing that had to be dealt with, that had to be undone. And one way to do it would be to transplant us, right?
Yes.
And the people them who transplant us, them use our strength to build their cities and build their economies. Okay.
That is truth.
Right.
One if a European country use black people.
Exactly. So so I don't go around get feeling angry with white people or angry with Europeans. I'm not angry with nobody. I just know it's about time that we change our last name. Right?
Okay.
I give thanks that our women are okay now. They don't have to go through that mutilation business anymore because the culture get broken up through slavery.
Yeah.
Right? And the practice is not as widespread in Africa as it used to be because knowledge and wisdom increase, you know?
Yeah.
But hear me now. Instead of, you know, there are some European people who were Quakers too, who helped fight for slavery to be abolished too, you know, right? So if you meet a white man someplace and you want to do him something around because he could be the incarnation of a Quaker that was there for you before. So there's no need to be angry with white people and angry Europeans. There's a need to change your last name. That's it, right? Don't get angry with nobody. You understand?
Yeah. That is the key, man.
That's the key. It's not. It's not. My work on earth is not about anger. It is about repairing that which has been broken.
Okay, yeah.
I understand that Almighty God and Mother Nature, them know best. Them know why them allow it. And them give me an insight into why them allow it. And it make a lot of sense because millions of girls died because of that female genital mutilation. It killed them. Just imagine a girl trying to give birth to a baby and her vagina stay like that. Just imagine that a lot of girls get cut with some things that wasn't even purified, right? Yeah. And died from infections, right? And I talk about a lot. I talk about a whole lot, hundreds of thousands of them, maybe millions. So what I'm saying is we had an ignorant, ridiculous practice in Africa and it get mashed up through slavery. Give thanks. I'm not saying give thanks for slavery, no. I'm just saying give thanks for that system that get mashed up.
Yes.
Our sisters don't need to go through that.
Yeah.
You understand? So I don't want people to believe that I go around vexed with white people. Hey, some of the nicest people I met in my lifetime were white people. I ain't got no problem with them. I have a problem with ignorance, stubbornness, and people who insult their own intelligence. How could you go to university and get PhD, drive the greatest Mercedes-Benz car, the best BMW, and you don't know that you need to change your last name? That don't occur to you? And you got a master's degree. What is your mastering if not self-mastery? How could you get a master's degree and still don't know that you should change your last name? That means somebody not teaching you anything at all. Or you're not taking it in? We need to wake up and smell the coffee because it's black. Not true.
Yes, but guess what? You say when whatever black people wake up, it's going to be too late.
I don't know when they're going to wake up because right now, the most of us just want chicken and rice and peas, you know?
Because guess what, you know, no, at them type of food, because you say they have, in your instead of African food, what we pay to eat, when to eat it, in just one chicken and rice.
Exactly.
You see, now,
My brethren, listen.
Kind of one thing you eat with breadfruit and
my brethren, we need to have these kind of conversations so that the youth who come in would understand that there's work to be done, right?
Yeah.
And basically work on himself. Because when the teacher tell me about slavery, you know, and she tell me that those who refuse to carry the master last name will get him tongue cut out. I was like, really? And those who run away getting foot cut off. I was like, really? So how you know I belong to Brown Plantation? They brand you in your back like how you brand a cow with a big hot iron. Brand you. Brown or short in your back. Eh?
Yeah,
so our foreparents were saying they didn't get away from that slavery thing, them not carrying that name again. And then them come back alive as babies again and carry it. Come back as babies again and now them free and still carry that name. What's going on? So what them suffer for and died for, we don't care about in this time, right?
Okay.
That means our ancestors could have vexed with we right now, you know. That's why some days we can't even buy a bulla. Think about that.
Yeah. A whole of a time.
My brethren. You know your prayer time?
No, sir.
No, you need to know your prayer time. You need to know how to do your man to God contact. When is your birthday?
February.
Pardon?
1971. February.
1971, right?
Yes.
So your prayer time is, listen carefully, is 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Between 9 o'clock in the night and 11 o'clock in the night, okay?
Okay.
And you need to face the north-northwest. That means you need to face the north and turn an inch to the left. And you're facing the north-northwest. You're facing your guardian angel.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
My brethren, you take it easy, okay?
Yeah, man, and I bless in you.
Bless
just
it.
make the blessing fall on your eye and continue.
Yes, man. And to Almighty God and Mother Nature be the glory, my brethren.
Yes, man. A blessing, blessing.
Take it easy.
Yes, sir.
Bless it.
I'm just going to teach up the right thing. Yes, sir.
Yes, I am.
All right, I am. God bless you.
Take it easy. It's love. It's love. Take it easy.
One love.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, how you do?
I'm okay.
How can we help? Remember, you can get a name reading or a card reading.
Can I get a card reading, please?
Okay, let's do it. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
9.
9. Hold on. Come again.
4.
Come again.
7.
Come again. Come again.
5.
5. Come again.
2.
Come again. Come again. Are you there?
4.
Come again. Can give me a final one now.
1.
That's it.
Okay.
There's a card called Well-Being suggesting that it doesn't matter how you feel right now, your health is going to be fine. Are you in any pain?
No.
Have you been sick in any way lately?
Not. No.
Well, this shows the blessing of good health, okay?
Okay.
There's a card also called the Hangman, suggesting that you need to eat a lot more green leafy vegetables, all right?
Okay.
And cut down on sugars. You use a lot of sugar? You use sugar regularly? This card, the Hangman, is a card that warns you to beware of diabetes and heavy sugar products, okay? Another card here is a daughter. You have any children? I guess the phone card gone now, right?
No.
Well, then answer the question. You have any children?
Yes.
What
Four.
you? Four. Any daughters involved?
Yeah, one.
Well, here she is. How old is she now?
15.
16? It says that your daughter will do well, okay? There's a card called Content, suggesting that you will live to a good age and be very contented with your life. Another card here called Energy, suggesting great opportunities coming your way. A card called Order, which means that you'll settle down well.
Okay.
And your final card is called the Tower. That is a problem. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
You were married in the past?
Yes.
You got divorced?
Not yet.
But you plan to get divorced?
Yes.
But that's what the Tower is about. But out of bad comes good. In other words, it is for your own good. You will end up quite fine. You will get married again, okay?
Okay.
So don't let it bother you. Just do what needs to be done. The person that you were married to, do you remember his birth date?
Yeah, the 1st of October.
What year?
I don't remember the year.
You don't remember the year?
No.
Okay, well, I can't tell you anything about him then. The year is everything. But don't worry. What you've been through was meant to be. It was just a teachings. You will connect again and have a better marriage, okay?
Okay.
You have any questions?
No.
Do you know your prayer time?
Yes.
You already know it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're good.
Yes.
All right. You take it easy.
All right, thank you.
Blessed. Yeah. Let's talk about a herb. A herb. There's a weird sounding herb named pussy willow. Believe you me. You know, some people seem to be afflicted by a sex demon. Yeah, them can't control themselves. You see this herb named pussy willow, my brethren? Well, pussy willow, well known in some countries as Catkins willow and known in America as black willow, is a peculiar herb that deserves to be mentioned. The medicine is found in the bark and the buds. It is an anti-aphrodisiac herb. Now, let me be clear when I say this. If a herb is an aphrodisiac, it will be a herb that turns up the sex drive of a person big time. But a herb like pussy willow is the opposite. If you are a sex maniac with the feeling to have sex with all kinds of persons, you would be changed instantly if you happen to drink a cup of pussy willow tea. Imagine that. That is what I mean by saying that this herb is anti-aphrodisiac. For real. Perhaps if you want to buy it in a herbal shop, you would have to ask for black willow, since it would be imported from America. This herb has many other uses as well. A cup of this tea is known to get rid of fever and also relieving pain. It is also great for the treatment of joint pains and to reduce inflammation and swelling. It can be used for sores in the mouth and as a gargle for sore throat. People normally soak 1 to 3 spoonfuls of this bark to a cup of water for 2 to 3 hours and then bring the water to a boil. A mouthful at a time should be taken, a single cup a day. If you prefer the capsules, take 1 a day, my brethren. Pussy willow or black willow exerts a good influence on the sex organs, as in cases of incontinence, that's people who cannot control their urine, them pee all the time. For excessive sexual desire, people who would fail to control their sexuality. And it's also good for any bad cases of gonorrhea. Whoa. What a herb, man. What a herb. Let me give you a very tiny story. A king once had a male servant who, in all circumstances, always told him, "My king, do not be discouraged when things get rough, because God never makes mistakes." One day they went hunting and a wild animal attacked the king. The servant managed to kill the animal, but could not save his majesty from losing a finger. Furious and without showing any gratitude, the king said, "If God was good, I would not have been attacked and lost a finger." The servant answered, "Despite all these things, I can only tell you that God is good and everything he does is perfect. He is never wrong." Outraged by the response, the king ordered the arrest of his servant. While he was taken to prison, the servant again said to the king, "God is good and perfect." Another day the king went alone for another hunt and was captured by a tribe of people who use human beings for sacrifice. On the altar, the priest of the tribe discovered that the king did not have a finger in place. He was freed because he was not considered complete to be offered to the gods. On his return to the palace, the king ordered the release of his servant and said, "My friend, God was really good to me. I was almost killed, but for lack of a single finger, I was let go. But I have a question. If God is so good, why did he allow me to put you in prison?" His servant answered, "My king, if I had not been in prison, I would have gone with you, and I would have been sacrificed because I don't have a missing finger. Everything God does is perfect. He's never wrong. Often we complain about life and the negative things that happen to us, forgetting that everything happens for a purpose. But a good attitude will determine your altitude, how high you rise. This, my friend, is wisdom unveiling." Yes, that was Junior Gong, Damien Marley. For those of you who want to remain happy, listen to this. One lady named Mary Lou Retton once said, "Optimism is a happiness magnet. If you stay positive, good things and good people will be drawn to you." Let me read it again. Optimism is a happiness magnet. If you stay positive, good things and good people will be drawn to you. The truth is that happy people do have problems. Oh, yes, they do. They merely decided to enjoy the process of solving them, so they maintain happiness. If you want to defeat the universal enemy of mankind, here are some things you need to understand. Number one, when you are winning, keep your mouth shut. Number 2, don't tell people your plans. Wait till the results speak for themselves. Number 3, never expect to get what you give. Not everyone has a heart of flesh. Number 4, every day you wake up, you have a new job. It is for you to be better than yesterday. Number 5, you will never get what you want until you are grateful for what you have. Number 6, sometimes what you are trying to hold on to is exactly what you should let go of. Number 7, if you want to buy things without looking at the price, work without looking at the clock, my brethren. Number 8, God puts people in your life for a good reason and remove them from your life for a better reason. Number 9, the devil wouldn't be attacking you so hard if there wasn't something valuable in you. Thieves don't break into empty houses, my friend. Number 10, you're going to upset a lot of people when you start doing what is best for you. This, of course, is wisdom unveiling. I'd like to big up my friend Doris and Kansa. She's all the way over there in Ghana. Doris and Kansa, big up yourself, girl. Big up yourself. And big up all the crew in Accra, Kumasi, etc., etc. Big up all our friends over there in Namibia. Great respect to our friends over in Zimbabwe, South Africa, Malik Voyani. Big up yourself. Also, our friends over on Shashamani, Ethiopia, respect. And also all our Caribbean crew, the Trinidad crew, Port of Spain, the Tobago, the Barbados crew, that's Bridgetown, Oystons, Christchurch, Holders Hill, big up on yourself. Big up my brethren Torpy over there in Paynes Bay, St. James, Barbados. Big up the Allen brothers over there in Woodford Hill, Dominica. Big up the crew over there in St. Lucia, the Tawano group. It is important that we pay respects to all the prisoners. You know, the prisoners, some man have them little radio or get to hear us somehow. Because a man called me the other day and tell me that if he had heard of the philosophy of reincarnation, he would not have killed a man. But he thought that after killing a man, he could just, one of these days, just beg Jesus to forgive him and him good. He didn't understand that he will have to get killed when he come back to life. Or he would not do what he did to that brethren. Now think about that. You know, the truth is that the philosophy that you can be forgiven for anything you do, it doesn't help the crime thing, because subconsciously a person just know that them could all apply for forgiveness anytime them feel like. Really and truly, if you want to do something about crime, you just have to teach the truth. Everything we do, we have to pay for that. You have to pay for it. If you rape someone, one day you come back as a baby girl and you're going to have a vagina because you have to get raped. I mean, really? Really? This is what been taught for hundreds of years, perhaps thousands of years. But they don't teach this in religion. In religion, teach you that when you die, you go lay down till somebody blow a trumpet, and the dead in Christ shall rise and all that. So you don't come back and have to pay for what you've done. And then if you tell Jesus that you're sorry, then, you know, no problem. He just embrace you, give you a hug. You go to heaven. So if you kill 20 people that know nothing, them dead like dog. That's what religion teach. It don't sound right to me. It just don't sound right. Everything, you waste the electricity. JPS forgive you for wasting electricity, but they're going to send you a bill at the end of the month. You got to pay for that. The Water Commission forgive you for wasting the water. You can wash your car 300 times. You wet your lawn. No problem, but they send you a water bill. Everything we do, we have to pay for that. Someone have to teach it. It's true. The truth is just the truth. You know how beautiful it would be if we can just know ourselves, know the truth about creation, the truth about life, the true situation as to what happens when you do what you do. Then maybe you just wouldn't do so much of what you do. Think. If you don't wake up and smell the coffee will still be black. It's just so we wouldn't smell it because we didn't wake up. That is sad. This, my friends, is wisdom unveiling. Yeah. My dear friends, if you have food in your fridge, clothes on your body, a roof over your head, and a place to sleep, you are more richer than 75% of the people in the world. That is true. If you have money to spend as you wish and the freedom to go where you want, you are among the top 18% of the world's wealthiest people. Furthermore, if you are alive today with more health than illness, you are more blessed than 1 million people who will not survive till the end of this week. If you could read, write, listen to the radio, watch TV, you are more blessed than millions of people who can't read a newspaper, who are illiterate, or who are blind, deaf, or dumb, or disabled, crippled, or in a coma. You are so much more fortunate than millions of people who are mentally unstable, or in prison, or sick, and dying in hospital. Some people are in no position to call anyone on the phone or even to have access to the knowledge, the information that surround us. Life is not for complaining about pain and sorrows. It's about prioritizing the countless reasons to be grateful and happy. This, my friend, is wisdom unveiling. If nothing I say tonight on our show would comfort you, perhaps you need to get a private reading done. Call me at 876 844 2295. That's 876 844 2295. But remember, if you want to get me right here, right now, on our show, just call 876-926-2178 or 876-926-8631 or 876-926-7615 or the toll-free line 1-888-991-2080. Blessed. Good night. Good night.
Love and respect. Good night.
Yeah, how you do?
So far, so good enough, my bro. Give thanks and praises for life.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. So how
are you?
I'm good. How can we help?
Well, I'm reading, but for now, just sending blessings, sending love, sending respect, sending gratitude
Yeah,
for
man,
the teachings.
we appreciate love. So you want name reading or card reading? Which one?
Card reading, because based on where you said my name of a change.
Listen, it is important that we realize that carrying the slave master last name is illogical. There's no logic to it, really.
Mm-hmm.
It don't make no sense. It shows us up as people who not thinking. I mean, no other people don't do them thing. There's no other people nowhere in the world that would carry the name of someone that enslaved them for 400 years and give that name to them precious little boy to carry on that name to the end of time. Really? Why should we be awarding and rewarding slavers?
True.
Why should we be immortalizing them in that way? We got to be missing a screw.
To something that I have in my journey and in my seeking and in my movements done a lot of things, a lot of processes, a lot of workshop, a lot of therapy, a lot of plant medicine.
I can't hear you again.
A while ago, in listening to your talk, and as I say, in your bloodline, in your ancestry, in healing that and passing on the right energy and frequency, that are the unstuck.
You know, there's always a feeling that you want your privacy and you don't really want to talk certain things about your business on the radio, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, not every day you would hear me say these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it have to come out. Because it is ridiculous that when you look around, all your brothers and sisters carry the name of somebody who don't like them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who do them that, right? Somebody who them don't have no reason to even like neither, right? And then carrying this person's name and give to them son and them daughter till the end of time. There's something fundamentally wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
Which means there's something fundamentally wrong with our thinking. Or perhaps we're not even thinking. All right. See, take a walk among some European people, right? And see if any European person would disagree with you for changing your last name. There's no European person will disagree with you for changing your last name, you know. If anybody disagree with you, it is your own brother or sister who is in a comfort zone. Them prefer to just stay on the periphery of the plantation and don't move, right?
Right.
Maybe them think that someday them will get some recompense for the pain and suffering of the ancestors, but they will not. Why carry a brand like that? You know what I mean? There's something fundamentally weird about carrying the last name of somebody who do you that. I'm not talking about being vexed with them, you know. You should have vexed with yourself for carrying a name, right?
Right.
You know, if you want to get vexed with someone, vex with your daddy for not thinking. Don't get vexed with a white man. The white man did what he needed to do. He needed to build Europe and he did it. Congratulations. He did what he set out to do. Now let us do what we set out to do. Or why were we born if we don't born to change things? Then why were we born? Then if we don't come to change things, our borning was a waste of time. Are you there?
True. Yeah, man.
Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
3.
Come again.
6.
Come again.
9.
No, you're calling in a line. That's a line, you know. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's a line. You have to call in more random than that. No one not supposed to be able to guess what you're going to say next. Okay?
7.
Come again.
1.
Come again.
4.
Come again.
8.
Come again.
1.
That's it. Your first card here is called Judgment. Judgment. How old you are now?
32.
32. Do you have any memory or any knowledge of any girl having an abortion and it was your baby?
Yes.
And did you remember giving her the money?
No.
How she get the money?
She did it on her own at the time.
Whose money was it?
That is a good question.
Do you have a son?
Not yet.
There you go. There you go. Right? So it looked like your son got lost, you know?
There's also a story of originally when I was being born, my mother wanted to have an abortion.
And how come she didn't abort you?
Her mother told her, say, if you make sure so she have her kidney.
There you go. There you go. But it seemed like you lose a child, you know? A very important child too. Because they will say that you were not vigilant enough, you know? At the time. Because your first card is judgment, you know, which means that your ancestors point at you and say that you helped cause it. You know what I mean? So you need to say a special prayer at your prayer time and ask the ancestors to pardon you. Okay?
Okay.
It is important that you do that because apparently no pardon wasn't asked about this. Okay?
Okay.
And the ancestors feel a bit cut up about it because it come like if it's nothing. It's a big thing. An abortion is a huge event because it is the assassination of the crown prince. And them use the king money to do it too. And that could give you kind of blight your prosperity, your financial growth. A simple thing like that. It's not simple. All right? When is your birth? When is your birthday?
10 September 91.
Okay. So
Them say.
you don't know for sure. That them tell you. So you'll be Hakizimana. You're born the year of the sheep, okay?
Okay.
And the sheep men, they tend to leave a lot of the heavy lifting to the women, you know. And that's how the sheep sometimes lose a lot of things because them let the women take charge, do all the heavy lifting and make the decisions more time. That's your brand, you know, your breed, you know. Hakizimana, we call it. Okay? So you need to be more forward next time you're in a relationship. Be more on the ball, you know?
Vigilant.
Yeah, you gotta be vigilant, man. Not that you have to be a vigilante, you know, but but you gotta be vigilant. You got to let a girl know. Listen, you see, if you have an abortion without any medical doctor say you must do that, I can tell everybody in the village. Period. So take a choice. Your prayer time is 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Every day between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. So one of these days between 1 and 3, you need to talk to the Almighty and talk to your ancestors and say, listen, I'm sorry, you know? Yeah. And pledge that you wouldn't let that happen again. Because you lose a special little warrior, you know? Yeah.
And on the path to making one now too.
Well, give thanks. If it is a son, it may well be him that come forward, you know. But you better ask forgiveness first before him come. Your direction of power would be south-southwest. That means you need to face the south and turn an inch to the right, and you'll be facing the south-southwest. 2 times south, 1 time west. You'll be facing your guardian angel, okay?
Okay.
This is like giving your God phone number, you know. This is very important. This is your synchronization code. Now, this is not something that I believe. This is something that I know. This is something that works. Watch and see when you pray at that time I tell you, facing that direction. Watch and see how you're going to feel while you're doing it and after you do it. You'll know that it went through. It's not just any mumbo jumbo kneeling down praying at any hour. It's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
You got 12 type of people and we go, each of us have a 2-hour period where the powers that be want to hear from us what it is that you need. What can we do for you? See?
See.
There's a card here called energy, which means that you can have a very energetic child that will do very well in sports and also can also do well in law. You have another card here called content, suggesting that you live to a good age and be very contented, right? There's another child called the stars. Another card called the stars, suggesting that you'll have a child who will actually be very famous. And there's another card here called strength. Do you have a daughter?
No, no children yet.
Hey, someday you're going to have a daughter who will be a major source of strength in your life. And you have a card called joy. You actually have the potential to make 3 children. But in any case, you'll be happy with your children, okay? Your final card is success, suggesting that you'll be very successful. The problem with you, though, is that you need to find a better way to make money. You understand?
Yeah, loud and clear.
I don't have to spell out everything to you.
No.
Because you know what's going on, right?
Yeah, people taking me for granted.
Yeah, you really...
Because I'm not respecting my own value.
Well, what you can do...
As I said, going about it the right way.
You have a girlfriend, right?
Currently, yes.
But let your girlfriend be the one that received the money then.
Mm.
I can tell you this straight up without worrying about people getting upset. Our women got more sense than we. Our women got more sense than the man then.
And she's the businesswoman too.
My brethren, I don't know about other women, but I know our women got more sense than we. It is written that God made man, you know. Right?
Right.
And then somebody went and writing a thing say, God never know the man gonna want loving. And the man start, with my things. And God said, wait, hold on. Lay down there. I don't know if God inject him or what, but God must have put him sit down, pop out the rib out the man. I make a woman same size as the man. No, that is ridiculous. That is totally ridiculous. I refuse to read them thing there. Right?
Right.
My conclusion, and I don't read this in a book, but my conclusion that God made man, but God did not make woman. God, wife, Mother Nature made woman. God said, let us make man in our image. He made the males, Mother Nature made the females, right? God blessed the males with intuition and God blessed the female with intuition. And then Mother Nature turned and gave the female another intuition, named feminine intuition. But man do not have masculine intuition. So women have an intuition that man don't have. So they're literally smarter than we. Every great book you read is about a great man who get overthrown by women. Look at Clinton, Samson, Solomon, the whole of them. The whole of we get tricked by women, right?
Right.
Show me where you see a great woman get overthrown or tricked by a man. There's only one case, you know. A brethren named Solly. You know Solly?
No.
King Solomon, man.
Okay, yes.
I call him Solly, right? The Queen of Sheba went and looked for Solly, right? Solly not trick the Queen, man, and get her things. Because Solly tell the Queen she have to hands up certain things. The Queen said, listen, what you think me for? What you think I am? You think I'm a whore? I'm the Queen of Queens. Solly said, all right, I tell you what, don't eat nothing belong to me. The Queen said, okay, no problem. I move it all my food and my spices and my rare. Me ever eat nothing belong to you? And Solly make him chef, sprinkle a bit too much salt in the Queen's soup. And when the Queen eat it now, she get real thirsty and grab some water, start drink. And Solly tells her, gotcha. She said, me gotcha, liquor. What's more precious than water? So Solly win the game, and the Queen let Solly have his way, right? But the minute Sully done, the queen start to vomit, so Sully knows she pregnant, right? And Sully suspect that it's going to be a son. So Sully give her a ring that identical to his signet ring and say, when the boy grow a certain age, give it to him, you know? You see, when the boy reach all 17 and then mommy give him that ring, guess what the boy do? The boy look more like Solomon than Solomon, you know? The boy not gone back to Solomon kingdom with them brethren them secretly, right? And then now the boy gone to the high priest now who guard the Ark of the Covenant and behave like he is the daddy. Give the man then the day off. Now, them man never get a day off from them. Them man born to just guard this thing, you know. And all of a sudden the king come and give them the day off. Them should have suspect something, not you?
True.
Anyway, the man them take the day off and Sully teach the Ark of the Covenant and go with that to Ethiopia. And then the queen now send a message to Sully to say, Sully, we have your thing up here. So when Solomon go now, say, oh, no thing. When Solomon gone, the guards them say, but you give us the day off, my lord. So they say, me? He say, yes, man, and you. Sully realized, they said, son, you know, you can imagine what Sully would have to do. He would have to execute those guards, you know, and get something looking like the original thing. Are you there?
I am here, man, listening loud and clear.
So King Solomon got tricked. The wisest man in the world, as on all that them say, but him get tricked. Him tricked the Queen of Sheba, the Queen of Sheba's son, which is his offspring, come and take away the Ark of the Covenant. It's in Ethiopia right now, right? No. So I'm saying we as males need to stop telling women lies, right? Stop thinking that a woman is a fool because she's not. We are the idiotic ones. And the sooner we realize that, the better. Okay?
Okay.
And you see, any woman who think that what I'm saying is not true, she's just not thinking. It is ridiculous to come on the radio and say that per capita most women are smarter than most men, but check it out and see. Check what if you give the average man X amount of money and give a woman the same amount of money, send them shopping, she does better shopping and come back home with half the money, right? Only God bless with the little thing he bring home and the money gone, right? So who's smarter than who? So if you could come to those conclusions, we can understand that man is made in the image and likeness of God, and woman is made in the image and likeness of nature. So them have this mood swing naturally, just how the sea got different tides, you know? Rivers come down muddy in the dark night because rivers see the menstruation period, even if the rain don't fall in the mountains. If you look at a mountain, it looks like a pregnant woman laying up on her back with a big belly up in the air, right? And if you want some water, you got to go down between the leg and the mountain. You see a spring, that is the vagina of Mother Nature, right? So why we can't say these things? It is the truth is hidden in full view, you know. The truth is hidden in full view. The truth not hiding from nobody. We fail to see it because we are programmed to not look. Okay?
Okay.
Finally, I am not one of those people who believe that I am right and Christians are wrong, you know. No. I think the way I look at it is how I look at it. I'm not about right and wrong. I'm about what I see. And I give the message as a messenger, right? I grew up in a Christian church. I have nothing bad to say. All I do know is that common sense tells me that if you teach a reckless people who don't think, that them can be forgiven for anything them do. Only God knows what them gonna do, you know? If you teach a reckless people who don't think nothing about what name them carry, they don't think nothing about what food them eat, right? Listen, you got a man right now among us who don't even care who them have sex with, right?
Mm-hmm.
How could you teach a people like that them could be forgiven for anything at all? But them can do anything at all. But if the teachings of reincarnation is absolute rubbish, the ends would justify the means, and X amount of people wouldn't bother do some bad things. So it would still be good. Not true?
True.
Yeah. So it's not about right and wrong, no. It's about logic. Logically, it would be unfair to say you can do this and that, and then you don't have to stand
As
the
you said,
consequence. You don't have
judgment.
to. You don't. There's no judgment for you because you say you're sorry, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In other words, then,
As you said, judgment.
yeah, how them know God only got one son? How could somebody know? I mean, black people know who get who pregnant for sure, not you? Them know who breed who, you know. Black people know exactly who get that girl. Listen, everybody know who get that girl pregnant more than the man that get her pregnant, you know. But then to know all God business is a bit far, because you have to read some kind of book that some other people give you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this book now tell you that God only got one son, and him don't have no daughter. But them don't tell you that him don't have no daughter. It's just that it's a subliminal message, because they don't talk about God's daughter, right? You get it?
Yeah, man.
So how could somebody who owned the whole universe only got one son? How come this person who owned the whole universe don't have no female with him? But every little man have a female. Sometimes a man have about 2, 3 female, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Almighty God who owned the whole thing don't have no female. You don't find that strange? They got some wicked man and some drunken man got all 3, 4 daughter and 5 son. God only got one son and no daughter. You don't find that strange?
Mm-hmm.
So really we need to start thinking. Is what they teach us about God and the human condition, is it true? That's all. And if it's not true, what are we missing?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
Look, if you believe that there's no God, you're mental, your head gone. Don't even go there. I don't want no man come tell me that there's no God. Right? But clearly, the explanation of who God is, there's a problem. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
There must be a God. Because the God be a devil for sure, don't you? All right. But who this devil is may well be someone that is sent by the God to test we. Right?
Right.
So the devil is not the problem. The human being is the problem, because the human being know what is right and what is wrong and still do what is wrong and blame a devil.
Mm-hmm. As I say, if the house not empty, then he might come looking.
Well, the thing is, thief don't break into empty house.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to wake up and smell the coffee. We need to respect our women, respect our mothers, respect our daughters. Right? You got some man who want to have sex with them daughter. But I don't know if that's a man, if you can call it a man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You got some man who would hurt their mother. And then now, you got people who don't respect themselves. And then they would tell them, love God. No, I'm not blaming religion for anything. I'm just saying that maybe we got it wrong and we need to get it right. You know, because the place not stay good. The kind of things that we're doing wrong here, it not stay good. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you meet the average man that kills somebody, right? A nice brethren, you know? No, seriously.
True.
Listen, if you meet the average man that is a killer, right? If you really meet him, you don't know he's a killer, you know. He's a man like me or you. And it is very possible that the people who he kills is people who killed him before. So there's a humanity there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to come and say, oh, all them want hanging, you know, and this and that. No. But at least there must be an explanation as to why things get so bad. Right? And what we can do to redeem ourselves as a people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I just paranoid, but that's just how it's. That's how it is. Everybody can be as wicked as the devil, but maybe some man wickeder than the devil and don't know. Cause we never hear that Satan break somebody's shop. Did you hear that Satan raped somebody? No.
Mm-hmm.
Did he break Miss Eswick's shop, kill the old lady? No. Did he snatch somebody's handbag? No. It's the human beings doing these things, and then blaming devil. Right?
Right.
Think about that. At some point, we will all find out the truth, but we don't want to find out the truth when we leave Earth. We want to know the truth now, so that we can live in truth and be honest to each other in God's truth. You know what I mean?
Truth.
So take care of yourself, my brethren.
Yeah, man, and you as well.
And to thine own self be true. All right?
All right. Love and respect and gratitude.
Aye. Blessed.
Success.
Good. Brothers and sisters, it is a wonderful thing to love each other, to love yourself, to love God. It's a wonderful thing to acknowledge Him and in all your ways be as good as you can for all the good reasons that you can find. We give thanks and praises for those of you who have stayed with us through the night. We give thanks and praises to Radio Jamaica for allowing us to be here. Remember that the views expressed here on our show, Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck, are not necessarily the views of Radio Jamaica. Let me make that clear. For those of you who want to get a private reading, you can call me anytime. The number is 876-844-2295. Remember to live up. You don't know how long you have to live on earth. It could be the same day, it could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be next 10 years, next 20 years, next 30 years. It doesn't matter. Just make a difference. Make the earth around you a better place. That is the deal. That is what the ancestors would love. Even if you did some bad things in the past, it is not too late to decide, look, I'm going to make a difference for whatever it is worth. So take care of yourselves. And remember, it is nice to be nice. Check out my YouTube channel and just type the word King Majesty. And remember, every Monday night we're here, God's bidding, 12 o'clock, midnight. So give thanks to you, and give thanks for love, and give thanks for the powers that be. Sila.